Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for joining. We're just starting to fill up this room here. Hello, Joe. Hello, Rob. Hello, Rich, Brandon. We got so many amazing people in the house. I'm so pumped up for this webinar. We've got so much cool stuff to show. We've got is Darius is in the house. We got the Oracle in the house. We got Rob in the house, the connector. We got Ina in the house, the master operator. All right, so this is kind of what we have in store. Darius, where are you? I want to make you the co-host here.
There you go.
Okay, so are you the co-host?
Don't
All
remember.
Right, now you are.
Cool.
All right, beautiful flowers, Darius.
Cool.
By the way, just so everyone knows, Darius, could you show that trophy that's behind you on your right side? That is the GOAT trophy. That's the greatest of all time. And Darius has the title of greatest of all time when it comes to all things tech. All right, so the thing that I wanted to kind of kick off here is I had a chance to meet with a real estate agent. His name is Tom Hernandez. And ironically, he works in my wife's office, who's also a real estate agent. She works for Keller Williams Studio City. And she's been working for Keller Williams for a long time now. And I've had a chance to just be alongside her and sort of watch her journey. And it's been a tremendous process for me. And the story I always like to start with is, there was this one time where she was door knocking, and she approached some guy in his front yard, and she says, "Hey, I just want to introduce myself." I was with her, and she says, "Hey, is there anything I can do for you, real estate related? I'm a resource in the community." And he says, "Yeah, why don't you grab that shovel over there, dig a hole in the lawn and jump in." And he was being a complete jerk. I don't know why he was behaving like that, but it sort of reminded me that salespeople are the most valuable people, in our society. Salespeople are the people that make things happen. We are the people that make things happen. Without us, people don't get the homes that they want. People don't get the life insurance. They don't get the car that they want. We make the world go round, right? I truly believe in that, right? But with that responsibility comes a certain need to follow best practices, to figure out ways how to make connections with people, specifically how to build trust with people, how to get over some of these trust or fear struggles that people have when a stranger comes knocking on the door, when an email shows up in the inbox, when a phone call buzzes their phone, when a text message comes in. So in this workshop, we're not really calling it a webinar. We're calling it a live immersive workshop. One of the things that we really want to do is to show you how you can actually use video and Dubb to really make a connection, to get people to know you, to like you, to trust you, and eventually to work with you, and then become a referral source for you, and then have that sort of flywheel effect continue and continue and continue, because that is the dream. So I'd like to introduce Paige Batcher. She's now a co-host. She can share her screen. I'd also like to introduce Lynn, also in the house. I'm going to make her a co-host if she'd like to share her screen for anything. We've got some professional coaches in this house. So please do me a couple of favors. Number one, if you could, in the chat, please tell us where you are tuning in from. So city, state, always like to know geography. What's it look like? I'm always curious about the weather. They say it's going to snow where I am in Los Angeles today. Many people have told me that. In fact, I think, Rob, you told me that.
I did. I'm actually still looking out the window waiting, but I don't. I'm ready to make a snowman, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
So hopefully it's going to snow in Los Angeles today. Also put in the comments, what are your goals? What are you trying to get out of today's webinar? What are your frustrations? Just be brutally honest with us. If you've had a Dubb account and you haven't created a single video in it, don't be ashamed. We are here to support you, and we are going to get you over that hurdle. We're going to get you over that hurdle. If you have been doing Dubb videos every single day, or at least once a week, and you've seen some success, we also want to hear about that as well. Okay. So please blow up the chat. And what I'll do is I'd first like to actually go ahead and share my screen. And I just want to start with some artificial intelligence, because I just can't think of a better way to start a workshop than to talk about robots and how they're going to change our world. I just wanted to remind everyone that we've got a new AI assistant in Dubb. So if you guys could, if you're on a desktop, please consider logging into your Dubb dashboard. And then if you have the Dubb mobile app, try to log into the Dubb mobile app. That's sort of a best practice to do in this workshop, just because we are going to be doing a lot of recording. This is a very hands-on workshop. This is not like a webinar where we're going to go through slides. This is like, we're all going to get stuff done here. So I would just encourage people to just throw in queries in the AI assistant. When you get some time, put the most difficult things that you're going through in this AI assistant and see what it says. How can I'm sharing the right screen, right, Darius?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Inside joke on that one. All right. So this system is really powerful because it's AI. I mean, we've seen this before. We've heard about ChatGPT. This uses the open AI framework, but it's all within the realm and the frame of sales, right? So how can I get more seller leads? I should have put real estate. One of the things about these AI assistants is that the more specific you are, the more intentional and the more the better the result is going to be. So here's a great list. If you guys want to take a screenshot of this, grab this, or just put it in your own Dubb account. Very valuable. The funny thing that I start to put into this AI assistant is how do I get my kid to make his own bed in the morning? And it'll actually give you a great result. So it's not just real estate and just sales. There's actually, you can put basically anything in here. So have some fun with this when you get some time. I'd like to introduce Paige. Paige, if you could, are you ready to come on?
Hey guys.
All right. Yeah. Take us through your world, Paige.
Hey. So how is everybody doing? I missed the chat. I apologize. Where is everybody at in the terms of how you're utilizing Dubb? Can you put a 1 in the chat if you feel like you understand how to record videos and you have your account set up, and a 0 if you feel like you're completely at ground zero, so I can get a good sense of what would be most useful today. All right, quite a few 1s. 0.
Half a point.
0.5. All right, I like it. 1 used to be a 0. Okay, so the majority of us understand how to hit record. Awesome. For those of you that are utilizing Dubb on maybe a daily basis, will you kind of put a phrase in the chat to tell me what you think has been the most successful use of using Dubb? And then I'm going to walk you guys through a document I have that I'd love to share with you. This is going to be a group effect here. Obviously, we don't want to go too basic for people who already have done some stuff, but I want you to walk away today with at least recording 1 video. Does everybody feel okay about that? You can utilize it for your business. It'll help push you forward. You've used a good hour of your time here with us. So that's the goal. All right. People were saying, oh, William, thank you for sharing that. Was using BombBomb. Just got Dubb and on the trial. Great. Outreach to familiar contacts. David, thank you for putting that in there, because that your sphere and circle of influence is probably the majority of your business for a lot of us. I mean, it's just statistically speaking, why that word is so hard. But a lot of your business comes from your referrals, your past clients, and your circle of influence. So using this video outreach tool can be really, really powerful. Bill says customized presets, showcases, video testimonials. Awesome, Bill. Looks like you're definitely making some moves on here. And Barry says not yet using Dubb. Curious how folks are using it in their business and if of value. Perfect. So when I think of Dubb for real estate, I think of, really a couple of different buckets. And I think of it in terms of one-to-one outreach. Obviously, everyone that you would have a conversation with in a phone call or meet up for coffee, you can now replace that with video. It builds the same rapport, the trust. You can be in front of people, and it can help you, if you walk away from a listing appointment, you're still in your car or walking down the sidewalk, you can quickly use the Dubb mobile app to say, hey, Bill and Sue, it was wonderful seeing your home. I'm really excited, would love to list with you. Looking forward to taking next steps. Click the button below. Here's a link to my listing packet and how I'm going to market your home, whatever it may be. It allows you to do this really fast and on the move and on the go. And I feel like a lot of you guys are probably on the go the majority of the time, right? So that's the first sort of bucket, is how can you just create something in the moment to replace that time of needing to connect you calling them answering, it being a good time for both of you, and build it into the way we kind of operate in today's world. The other bucket is through automations. So having a video in place that's recorded once, but sent off a number of times. It's sent off to people as they come through your pipeline in different stages. So an example of that is you have a video that sounds like you've recorded it to one person, but it's for a brand new, let's say, listing client. So it would sound something like, I'm so excited to work with you. And you notice how it sounds like it's just to that person, but you've recorded it. And plenty of people, anytime they're a new client, have seen it. So by a show of a 1 in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if you have those types of automations already set up where automatically, if someone becomes a new client, they get a welcome video from you in that regard. Put a 0 if you haven't yet, but you're excited to. I want that, says Todd. Great. Okay, good. This is helpful to see. So, and then there's weekly or monthly, depending on how you like to do it. There's email and SMS blasts using video, because video is going to build trust fastest. So that's sort of the third cubby. Look at us now. All right. I had to re-find myself. I'm down here. Hey guys. All right. So let's see. Haven't paid the extra money. Perfect. All right. We've got a lot on this. Would it be good if I shared my screen and we talk about what video would be most useful for us to kind of look at today in order to record? So let me share my screen. You should be seeing my Chrome browser. Are you seeing my Dubb dashboard?
It's there.
Great. Okay, so I've got this, let me get rid of that. I've got this Dubb setup checklist for anyone who needs it. To me, these are kind of the quick start things that you want to do when you get started. And Ruben and I together kind of created this notion of evergreen videos. And so these are what I'm talking about in terms of the videos that can be automated and sent out. And this is just kind of the tip of the iceberg. So we've got a couple of evergreen videos here. So by show of, I don't know where the chat went, by show of 1 in the chat, how many of you have a video that's for just booking time on your calendar? When you get an email or a phone call or a referral and you want to book that time with them, but instead of going back and forth on email, you can actually send them directly to your digital calendar. I'm seeing quite a few zeros. Todd, I like your participation, man, but I want that. Yes. Okay, great. So that's a useful one. I mean, put a yes in the chat if you've ever felt like I'm so busy right now. If I just had the thing to send them to get them to book time on my calendar, this would make my day easier.
This is one of those things, Darius, where we should share the Google link that
You're beating me to it. Yeah, I was going to say, by the way, guys, if you have a paid Gmail account, not a free one, so if it's at Gmail, it won't work. But if you paid for your Gmail account, it's like $5-6 a month. They actually offer that Calendly booking service for free now. I'm going to put the link in the chat. This is a link to an explainer video that'll show you how to set up your Gmail with that calendar booking tool. So they can select the time right from your calendar right below that. So click the link. Don't watch it right now. Come check it out later. But yeah, nice explainer video there for you guys showing you how to use your Gmail, paid Gmail with that calendar tool built right in below it. So
that's great. Awesome. So, well, by show of sounds good in the chat, or, yes, I'd like to, would you guys like to see an example of me recording this first video today? Keep in mind, we get to come back on these workshops weekly and then turn it over to you for you to actually record this. And maybe even if we have time for it, Darius, you might be able to actually walk us through setting up that Gmail calendar for people who don't have it yet. All right, I'm seeing a lot of yeses, so let's do it. I just want to show you guys, and right before I hit record, what I want to say, this is really powerful, is that it does not need to be perfect. And one of the coolest features of Dubb that I hope you're aware of is that there is a replace video option. So if you ever want to replace something or update something because you didn't like the way your eyebrows looked or something, you can. But don't be
eyebrow.
Your eyebrow, yeah, just the one, but don't definitely, and also to say, it's not about how you look, it's about what you say. But if something shifts later on and you think, man, I shared this video so many places, I have no idea where I put it, which is a good thing. Don't forget that you can always replace those videos, so you don't need to stress out about it. So let's get into it. Here we go. And Ruben, FYI, I'm using my account because the real estate account so far, it doesn't have the premium features yet unlocked. So
okay.
Also, Paige, are you on a Mac or a PC?
I am on a Mac.
Okay, because I know sometimes PC won't let you use the Dubb camera if you're on the Zoom camera, but Mac should be okay.
Yeah. I guess I'm blessed in that way. So.
Yeah.
Mac all day. All right. So here's the thing to understand for those of you who said zero, you are not even really sure how to record yet. There are actually multiple ways to record. There's a browser recorder, which you're going to watch me use. There's the phone app you can record directly on, and there's a desktop app. So there's a lot of options, but I'm going to keep it simple here. So hopefully you guys are seeing me both places probably. And you don't really need to do a lot. You just want to make sure that your camera and your microphone are set up correctly. So if I had an exterior mic plugged in, I would make sure to choose that. And, it's pretty much always natively in high definition. We'll talk about teleprompters as we go. I don't think you need a script for this type of video, but if you did want a script, the teleprompter is a really, really cool option. You can upload your scripts in here, and you can use the new AI to write scripts for you very fast. So blur my background and virtual background, I'm personally not a huge fan of those. It takes a lot of bandwidth. And I think the authenticity of your actual space can shine through. So, all right, I'm going to hit record here. And our whole notion is that when we record this, it should sound like it's going to one person, even if it's going to go to multiple people over time. So let's do something like this. Hi, I'm so excited to connect, and I know that we might both have busy schedules, so the best way to connect with me and get on my calendar is to click the link below, find a time that's available for both of us, and then I look forward to talking to you soon. Now, when you end it, I'm just going to explain this to you guys. You can click on the checkbox, but a really cool pro tip is to actually click the Enter key on your computer, so that you're not actually looking down at that checkbox. So I like to just put my finger on the Enter key as I'm recording. And then at the very end, when I'm done, I'm going to click Enter. And then
I always put my finger on the pause button because I always forget something or do something. So I always do but the finger's on the space bar instead. So I'll do my video and then I hit the space bar and then I'll say, wait, did I say everything? Should I add anything? Oh, wait, yeah. And then I'll hit resume and I'll add the piece that I always forget. So either on the check mark or on the pause button. I always trade. I say one finger on the record, one finger on the pause or enter. And then that way, because we always do this, we record a video and then at the end, you try to do that to stop it. And then we always try to trim that off. Two really important things. Don't worry about trimming that off. For one, don't bother with it. It's not worth your time.
Not important, yes.
If you really want it off, just leave those things on the end. So when you're recording, you're looking direct into camera, your fingers are on the stop and the start button. So you start, record, and then stop without ever, having to do this and trim it off. So yeah, that's great. My rule number one, every time a video uploads, give it a good title. This title will be seen when you share this link in a text message or in a direct message. It'll be seen on the browser tab itself. It's baked into the search engine optimization, sort of the title of the page. So give it a good title. How about something like Let's Connect? Book a time on my calendar. A little lengthy, not necessarily that important to be that long, but click the checkbox and now you've named it. The most powerful feature that many of you guys know is that it creates an automatic landing page. And if you click this button right here, can you guys see my giant Mickey Mouse hand thing? Okay. Yeah. If you click the button right here, it's going to take you to that landing page. So that's really, really powerful because this is what allows it to be more of a sales funnel type process, because we're going to put a button on here to your calendar. And if your page doesn't look the way you want it to, because you haven't put a nice background image or you haven't put your own logo on the top left yet, then be sure to reference the quick start setup here. And I'm going to make sure that there's even more links in there for you guys to resource some of the video trainings that we have. And then there's also links here for Dubb video trainings as well. So, all right, so now you're probably thinking, great, what do we do next? So what we do next is we add the calendar. So down here
under calls to action, you can just pretty much think of calls to action as synonymous with a button. You're going to notice I have a bunch of them already, but if you're brand new, that's okay. Just go to this one that says create a new CTA, stands for call to action, and give it a name. I like to use, to keep myself organized, I like to use the type. I'm going to show you right here, type. Can you guys see this?
Yeah, looks great.
Okay, I'm just making sure. So I like the type. So let's say I was going to do a document, I would write DOC. Let's say I'm going to do a calendar, I would write CAL. Just, it's helpful for me for the name, which is internal, for me to stay organized on what are the buttons I'm about to put on these pages. So I'm going to just put CAL, and let's do this new one, Google Calendar, and then let's just say a 30-minute chat. If you want to be specific on whether this is a seller lead or a buyer lead, then you can do that. Or you can just keep it general, which would be pretty simple. So the type, I'm going to choose calendar. And here's where, if you already come to Dubb with a calendar tool, digital calendar tool like Calendly or Acuity, or in my case, I use Book Like a Boss, you can use that. And then I'm guessing, Darius, do we use other?
Yeah, Google's going to be other right now. We'll be adding it to the list there, but we won't go through the entire setup right now because it's a little bit into the weeds, like setting your availability and things like that. But okay. So guys, check that video out. That's where that placeholder goes, where I said, here's how to use Gmail for your calendar. If you already have a separate one, she mentioned that's going to go here, but yeah, drop in the link.
So that's what you'll do is you'll pick your calendar and get finished picking the button text, which you can either use one that's standard or you can write your own custom text. Sometimes I use emojis in my buttons just to be a little extra. And then this is a description that'll appear if you have the exit pop-up enabled. Now, once you've set that up, it's going to add to the page. So for sake of time, I'm just going to choose one that I already have. So let's say calendar. Let's see, a 30-minute connection call. And once I've added it, you're going to see this green overlay that says it's automatically saved, which is pretty awesome. And now if we go back and look at the landing page, let me hit refresh. We now have a button, schedule a strategy call, strategy session. So you can see I chose my own custom button text. And then right down here below is the calendar. So let me get a pulse on the room here. Was that helpful to see me put that together? By maybe like a 1 in the chat. Yes, this was helpful. Maybe put a 5 in the chat if you're like, this is just way too rudimentary. I've already done this. I already did that. And then put a yes in the chat if you're thinking, yes, I could actually record this right now. This would be useful for me and help my business.
One of the things that I would love to understand is how many people in the room have a paid Google account for Gmail, basically a paid Gmail account. So if you have a paid Gmail account, put paid Gmail. And that just means you're spending the $7 or $8 per month on your team email. And if not, I would also be curious what you are using. Are you using Outlook? Are you using free Gmail? Because the tutorial that Darius created, it actually allows you to have a public link using your paid Google Gmail account, which is extremely powerful. I think the easiest calendar system to set up and use, I think it's Calendly. There's a free option that allows you to configure Gmail or Outlook. I would say it's the second easiest one to the paid Gmail account. So yeah, let's take a look here, because if there's enough people that have paid Gmail accounts, Darius, it'd be cool to get a demo. Otherwise, maybe it's not appropriate.
The other thing I was going to say, sorry, is if you have Outlook 365, I saw someone mention they have Bookings. Bookings is the same calendar product that Microsoft 365 offers. I've seen lots of people with Office 365 that already have it, like it was included in their suite, but I've also seen others that it's asked them to pay something additional. So if you're on 365, check if you have Bookings. I know 1 or 2 mentioned they're already there. Free Gmail, you can hook up to free Calendly. Like if you guys are on a budget, right? You're starting your business, you're trying to save every dime that you can. I can appreciate that. Free Gmail, free Calendly, great places to start. So you always get that advice from us guys, the easiest way to the target. So yes, it's being recorded, everybody. So no worries, every part of this.
Awesome. Well, I'd love for us to all take a moment to record that video while it's fresh on your mind, what I said in that video, and maybe we can take 2 minutes. What do you guys think? And then come back and I want to show you how to actually share that video and kind of some of the ways that you can get it over to people once you have it recorded.
Maybe
So,
you can put the script on the screen page just so people have a reference point.
absolutely. And I don't know if that's exactly the way I said it, but you notice just the goal is to be casual, and the goal is to, address people and thank them right away for being there, and, be natural about it. Try not to say things that sound like you're recording it to 100 people, and just use the pronoun you. That really definitely helps. Let's see. This is the script. I'll put it in the chat that we have, Ruben, in the doc, which I think is pretty basic. And actually, for sake of supporting everyone, I'm happy to replay what I just recorded as well. So
nice.
Let me.
And then just a little instruction here. So there's the recommended way to do this is to log into your Dubb account, your free one, your paid one, it doesn't matter. Click the record button on the bottom and then record a script. You can hold your phone upright or you can hold it sideways, whatever you're more comfortable with. Light source should be in the front, close to the camera. If there's background noise, it's okay unless it's, egregious. The point here is to get a video recorded in your phone and into your app so that you can configure this page. Please also note, as Paige referenced, you can replace this video. So you can go back and you can swap it in a different environment, wearing different clothes, different hair. We just need a placeholder in your account. Otherwise, unfortunately, we can't set this up. So yeah, Paige, if you want to play that video.
Yeah, that's great. And then one little trick of the trade, see how I'm waving in the beginning? As soon as it says 3, 2, 1 countdown, I normally do some sort of motion because now it's an animated GIF here on the screen. Hi, I'm so excited to connect, and I know that we might both have busy schedules, so the best way to connect with me and get on my calendar is to click the link below, find a time that's available for both of us, and then I look forward to talking to you soon. Now, when you end, so that would have been the end of the video there. So really short, sweet, to the point. And I guess my other pro tip is I always point at the button because people are busy and we're all distracted, and it really truly helps with conversions. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen and mute myself. Ruben, I'll let you kind of determine how long you want to pause for this, but I think it's a great exercise.
Everyone grab your phone, record a video on the Dubb app. If you want to use your native camera on your phone, that's okay too, because you can actually upload the video that you recorded. So that's sort of a backup option. But I say let's just take 2 minutes to do that. One of the things that I'm going to get ready on my screen is for those folks in the house that are using Calendly, I'm just going to very quickly show how to configure your Calendly booking link. The reason why this booking link is a massive moneymaker is because it's an evergreen call to action that's going to exist in your preset. So I'm going to explain what that means. Every video that you create moving forward is going to have this calendar booking link in it, which means you're going to get more bookings. Okay. So this is like money in the bank. This is, Darius, your booking page. I mean, how much money has that generated? I mean, it's unbelievable, right?
Yeah, tough to say. A lot.
A lot. So, 2 minutes. I'm going to shut up now, mute my mic, and I'm going to get my screen ready for some config tutorials. Okay, another 30 seconds. All right, guys, is that enough time? I think we're good, right?
Should be.
Okay, cool. So hopefully by now you've recorded your calendar booking video. You know, mine is really simple. Hi, it's Ruben. I'd love to connect with you. Please click on the button below to book a time in my calendar. Very straightforward. And then my configure, I actually have 3 or 4 calendars that I use kind of randomly, but this is the tutorial on how to configure Calendly. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get your public Calendly link. This is actually my old Calendly, but I'm just going to use it for the demo. So the first thing to do is to get your Calendly link. And then the second thing to do is to place the URL. Well, I would say select your provider as Calendly. Actually, let me take a step back. Go to Assets, go to Calls to Action, and then select Calendar as the type, and then Calendly as the provider, and then paste your URL. Sorry, paste your username right here. So mine is calendly.com/Rubendua. Now, sometimes you'll notice there's an extra string of parameters after this, depending on the meeting type. Something to the effect of meetings, maybe 30 minutes, something like this. It's absolutely okay to put those parameters within this field here, because that will specify the type of meeting that the person can book you for. For example, you might have a 15-minute, a 30-minute, and a 60-minute, but for this, since it's for prospecting, maybe you want to keep it to 15 or 30 minutes. So it's very okay to specify that here. You specify the text of the button, book a time with Ruben. I'm okay with that. If you want it to be custom, click custom text, like what Paige did. Okay, I'll just go with this for now. And then you can save and close this. Okay. The next thing you want to do, now that you've saved that call to action in your Dubb account, is you want to make sure that you configure this to your presets. So to configure this to your presets, go to the left navigation, go to Assets, go to Presets, click on your default preset, which is preloaded in your account, go to the list of calls to action, click on the plus button, oh, I think I already have a calendar, so it's not going to let me. I have to delete this.
Yeah, you can only have one embedded feature at a time. So if you have a form below the page, you can't also have a calendar below, because it would just look weird if you have all these little embedded things below the page. So one embedded feature at a time, like a calendar or a form.
So here's my calendar, Ruben's new Calendly. I'm going to put this one on the top. Okay. And then scroll down, save and close. The cool thing is that now anytime I record a video using Dubb, my calendar is going to appear on any video that I create. Okay. The other neat thing about this is that anything prehistorically, retroactively, it's also going to appear on that page as well. So here's a video that I recorded for Jeffrey. And if you notice on this page right here, if you scroll down,
Hey, Jeremy, thank you so
oh, sorry, Jeremy. Whoops, I think I mistitled that. That's embarrassing. All right. Hey, we're all humans here. Okay, so then boom, here's my calendar integration. So that's kind of neat. This happens all in real time. So Darius, are you okay showing how to do the Gmail config?
I was going to say that video that I shared does take it step by step. So I would say probably not the best use of time for this one, because we have a lot of other really powerful stuff.
Okay, cool.
To cover. But yeah,
sounds good.
Get that link. If you guys are on the paid Gmail, just grab that link. It's going to walk you through step by step how to configure it. So
nice. And then also the Outlook. Is there a tutorial for the Outlook as well?
Bookings that we don't have a tutorial for specifically, but Microsoft Bookings is its own little thing. It's the same way. You'll get a link that says microsoft.bookings.com/your name, and you'll place it in the same place inside of Dubb.
Great.
I'd love to show off sort of how we share these now. Is anyone here kind of curious of like what's the best way to then get this to somebody who may have reached out to you? I'd love to share that.
I was going to say, Paige, I want to do one other type of video really quick from the mobile. I want to do the property listing. I want to show them that really quick, and then can we show the share? Okay. Sure. Sorry to pause you there. I just want to show you guys really quick the mobile app. We've come up with some really great features recently, and I want to show you guys, make sure everyone's aware of this. And also some best practices with the mobile app, because it's extremely popular for real estate, but there's some things we need to do to make sure we get the most out of it. So this is the app. One of the my favorite things is just recent. This is going to be for iPhone, the most recent version. The teleprompter is actually now voice activated. So this is the teleprompter script. You can see I have it pulled up, and I'm going to start talking here. Also, this is how people are doing their property tours, is they're going to start with the camera facing themselves, and they're going to say, hey guys, at this listing, at this open house, at this property tour, brokers open, just wanted to show you a quick tour of this property. You guys are going to love it. Check this out. Pause. And now we're going to flip the camera around and show some of the greatest amenities of this property, right? The master bedroom, whatever. But I want to show you guys also the teleprompter piece. So there's my teleprompter, and I'm going to press record. It's 2021, and sales leaders are wondering the same thing. What is the new way to sell to your ideal customers? The answer is it's using Dubb. So that's how the teleprompter is going to work now, where it's going to record as you are recording. So you have to have zero practice with the teleprompter. You don't even know, just use the AI, generate the script, pop it in there, and you can read straight from it at whatever speed you need to designate. Just be aware, this is only iPhone for right now. We'll be looking to bring it to other devices. But that is the first part. So you record the video facing yourself. Hey guys, check out this property. Flip the camera. Show the master bedroom. That's one clip. Show the backyard. That's another clip. So here, I'll put a couple clips together. And then now you can see those 3 clips are down there, ready to be merged into one seamless video. And when we do that, there's this little button here. I can merge. I can also take videos from my existing library. So this is really, really important, guys. Let's say you're out in the middle of nowhere and the property is there. There's no Wi-Fi. What you can do is you can take your phone, native camera, no internet, and record those same exact clips. You won't have the teleprompter. You actually can use the teleprompter on the app to record the clip, but then you'll need to download it to the phone, and you'll need to wait until you're on Wi-Fi to upload. I can't tell you how many people have, recorded these perfect videos and then started driving in the middle of nowhere while it's trying to upload, and then they lose their data, and then the upload fails or something. And we don't want that to happen. And there's many backups there to make sure that it doesn't. We just need to make sure we're aware of those. So if you're in the middle of nowhere, no Wi-Fi, download that video prior to uploading it. So still record all your pieces, wait till you're on Wi-Fi, and then upload through the app. And that way you have zero chance of ever losing any of your recordings, no wasted effort. Just make sure you do those pieces, and then you can import them separately. If it's got great Wi-Fi, no problem. Just record and upload right there in the location. But don't lose your videos. If you're in somewhere with bad Wi-Fi, make sure you're recording clips and downloading them to the mobile device.
Darius, that was awesome. I was going to chime in and say this one quick thing is that the app actually automatically downloads your videos before you upload them. So rest assured, you'll notice that feature. It'll download them. There's a way to turn that off, but we recommend not doing it, because if you lose your Wi-Fi, I mean, the same thing would happen on any social platform, on any video platform. So it will automatically download it, but just rest assured that it's there. And, just be mindful and kind of checking your photo gallery to make sure that it's been saved if you're in a bad Wi-Fi section. Go ahead, Darius.
Yeah. One other really important thing, guys, prior to recording, there's a resolution button. And by default, the app is usually going to go into low res so that the upload's faster. However, if you guys need high res, you're like, hey, this video's got to be high res. It's really important. Just make sure before recording, you see it says video resolution. Mine's selected as high. Make sure you guys choose the high resolution. The video files will take longer to upload under high resolution. But again, that's why we're making sure you're on Wi-Fi so that it'll be fast. So those couple stipulations, guys, your files are downloaded and safe. Make sure that you are uploading only over Wi-Fi, and then make sure it's in the high res if you want it in high res.
Android users, we love you guys. Here's my Android. We're testing out a lot of these features on Android, and we're going to be pushing those to the Play Store very, very soon. We do start on the iOS first. So rest assured, Android and iOS, all these features are going to be available on. We're starting to deploy all the sort of it's called auto tracking for the teleprompter. Very valuable feature. Practice, practice, practice. I wanted to just take a moment here and just have everyone try to do a multi-clip Dubb video. Okay. Open up the Dubb mobile app, select one of the cameras, front or back, pretend like you're in a house tour, pretend like you're in some sort of a property situation where you want to showcase something, and just record it. Start with an intro video saying, hey, check out this property, like what Darius did. Flip the camera, kind of record your environment around you. Grab a couple of clips, there's a piano or a cute dog or a refrigerator, just grab it. And then you'll notice what happens is you'll get individual clips of all the videos that you've recorded. This is like TikTok for business, right? It's very streamlined. One of the things that's most powerful, Rob, maybe you could kind of guide us on this, on the value of visual storytelling. Guide us on that. Like, why are visuals so important? Why do we have to show and not tell?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest reasons in particular, you could put it into any industry, but specifically with real estate. I mean, my God, I mean, these people are looking to doing some of the biggest sales and purchases of their lives. You know, they're moving on to the next chapters of where they're going to be. So when you're trying to present these scenarios of where, these properties are and the stories behind these properties, there's no better way to do that than to visually show them what you're talking about. There could be a piece of your property where in that foyer, it has an amazing maybe design to it. And there's a story from that house. Well, talk about that to the camera, flip the camera around, show what's there, and kind of guide them through a quick little narration. But the key is you don't want to stay on camera talking so long about something. Visually show them, take them through a story. The one thing Paige talks about a lot, she talks about story selling. And story selling is really what people connect to. They connect to stories. And we're in a time where visual storytelling more than ever is some of the most impactful ways you can communicate with someone. So when you're making these videos, think about, is it visually engaging? The reason we have the animated GIF preview is because when someone sees that on SMS or an email, it's way more engaging than a link. Like Paige said, she's smiling, she's waving. It's right away getting right to you. So I would say when you're telling your stories, just as another tip, smile. Always smile. That's the first thing people are going to see.
And by the way, guys, this is all very data driven. This stats from NAR, the National Association of Realtors, and they say something like 70, or I don't remember the exact stats, I can pull them up, but it's like 70 or 80% of buyers and sellers prefer to work with agents who use video in their marketing. So, and then it's something like 60 something percent prefer to look at videos prior to making their decisions. And so by not using video, you're instantly putting yourself into that little sliver of people that are not preferred. And think about your competition. If you're the one that has that video because most people aren't doing it, that's instantly going to set you apart from your competition. I actually have some really recent case studies and success stories from new agents that went in and did everything video. They went and sat other people's opens. They went and did broker opens, and they did property tours of every single thing. And that was their social content. That was their sphere of influence marketing. And that got them a ton of business in their first year. Literally just video everything, every opportunity. You're walking down the neighborhood, a new business opens up, that's a video. You're a new property, any property, someone else's property, it doesn't have to be your listing. Go video it and put that on your social. And people actually, the story I got, some guy did some brokers open, put it on social, and actually got a lead from that. It wasn't even his listing. So take these opportunities to put yourself out there, because we talked a lot about your sphere of influence. How do we grow that? How do we make that bigger? How do we tap into new audiences? Because that's how we're going to continue to feed ourselves in the future. So,
yeah, nice. A couple of things here. Once you recorded the clips, Darius, thanks for that pro tip on covering the camera. That's pretty cool. So if you notice, I have like 4 or 5 clips. One of those clips is actually outside where the sun is shining and there's no snow. But I can actually reorder these clips. So someone asked that in the audience, right? I can reorder these clips, and then once I do so, I can click the next button. And then now, of course, it's going to ask me if I want to download this video. So I'm going to access that. And the thing that's interesting about this is that if you notice here, there's a microphone. Let's see if I can show you guys that. Can you see the microphone?
Barely. Yeah. No, there you go.
There's a microphone icon there, right?
Yeah.
So that microphone icon is for voice over recording. So sometimes you actually can't talk. You can't do a tour. You can't talk in your tour because there's people around you, and you just want to silently capture the clips. You know what the best recording booth is? Your car. It's fully sound insulated. There's no barking dogs. It's amazing. I record a ton of audio, ton of videos in my car. Record your clips on your phone or on the Dubb app, merge them, send them to the next screen, click on the mic icon, and then add a voiceover. And then there you can give a tour of the property. So this is a bunch of pro tips. Paige, I wanted to set it back to you on how to distribute these videos.
So now we got 2 awesome videos, right? We have a sweet property tour. We got someone else's open or ours or listing. And we have this really powerful calendar invitation video. And now Paige is going to show us how to share these things. And then turn your mic back on as well.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, cool. Are you guys seeing the same
Got it.
video I created regarding the calendar?
It's there.
So the first place I normally go to, let's say you're in a hurry and you want to just put it into a Gmail email or any kind of email for that matter. You guys seeing this?
Yep.
This little icon right here and kind of bouncing on it. This one is my go-to. It's so fast. I just click it once, jump in. It would have been the person that I was replying to, and I'll normally, you know, write a sentence or so to line them up for the video. And all I did was command paste, right? It copied it when I clicked it. I've just pasted it in. If you haven't done this yet or seen this yet, it's really, really powerful. And you can see me waving in the email. So it's super important. That's going to go out. That's the quickest way. If I'm in a hurry, I'm just going to do it like that. You can also send these. What I think is really important is understanding that Dubb will host all of your contacts. And so if someone new is in your world, you can share it and send it by sharing it as an email through this process. So I clicked on the blue share and send button and I click on email. And here I can click who, and I'll send it to my counterpart, Lynn.
And then add a couple more contacts there as well. That's what this feature is really powerful for, is if you want to send one video to 2, 3, 5, or 10 people at a time and track the results. That's exactly what this is. So go ahead and add me on there too.
Yeah, so I'll add you as well. I hope I have you, Darius.
No, even if I'm not, you can just add as a new
There we
contact.
go.
There you
Darius at Dubb.com. Well, what if I want to just add a brand new, I don't know, Alex at Dubb.com. I just made up a new person for you guys. And then I can click here and it's going to add as a new contact. So super exciting. Also, you know, if you wanted to send this, let's say it was a listing or a market update or a CMA, I've seen those that thrown around in the chat. With inclusion lists, you could choose for prospects. You could choose for people who are interested in a particular something. You guys are seeing, I'm gonna get into my real estate account next week. But now you can see I've got 878 contacts enrolled. So I would be emailing this to 878 people and these 2 people up here additionally. So that can be really helpful to tag your contacts, but that's another way to go about this. So if I were to send this video to just these 2, this is the subject line of the video. This is the personalization text. It's the banner on top of the video. So you can add that. These guys call it a custom token. So you can add that token of a first name, change these. If you send off the same default every time, people start to kind of glaze over. So change these, but this would be something like, you know, and if you're just sending it to Lynn and Darius, you can put their names or you can put it in uniquely like this. And then this is important to leave in. So this video placeholder token is where the video will appear inside of the email. So you can type things above it. You can type things below it. And if you want to go an extra ninja move, you can insert your email signature. And I'm sure Darius probably has reference to where to find how to set that up, but that'll actually add your signature in the bottom of an email as well. So there are many ways to share this. And then the third way I want to just show you quickly is the understanding that these are URL links. They're live. It's a live website, basically. It's a live web page. So if you just copy this link, you can send it in a text message the same way you would send a Forbes article, the same way you would share something. So you can share this link anywhere. And a lot of cases, it'll actually show the preview GIF and the name, the title of the video when you share it in a text message as well. Is there anything I missed, guys?
Yeah, one other thing I was going to say is many of us have CRMs, right? Real estate, we have a Follow Up Boss or Wise Agent or Chime or Lion Desk or whatever CRM that you may already have. Dubb is universally compatible with nearly every single real estate system out there. So Paige, just click the extension really quick.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And actually, we updated the Chrome extension this year, guys. So you can actually copy your videos, click where it says My Videos, and you can be in any system, Gmail or Outlook or your real estate CRMs. And when you click the share button there, there's going to be a copy option right below that. And now this is the same function as the website. And so you can use this to copy and paste your video into any system that you already have. MailChimp, Constant Contact, all the real estate CRMs. You can see the list is quite long. So any system you guys already have, perfect. Dubb is designed to integrate with it. And if you do not have a system, then Dubb can be your system as well. That's a whole nother part here. So
yeah, come next week. I want us to look at the deal boards if you actually need a CRM. I'm curious, put a 1 in the chat if you already have another CRM, or put a 0 in the chat if you'd be starting from scratch and trying to figure out where your CRM should be.
And for those people that are not using a CRM currently, please remember that Dubb is a CRM as well. Because we have to integrate with so many CRMs, we had to sort of build a CRM in order to match all the fields. So Paige, if you could click on the left navigation, if you could click on the CRM link in the left nav on your Dubb dashboard, folks can see where it says CRM. So here you can upload your contacts, you can create tasks, you can create deals for the properties that you're working through. And then based on that, you can have all sorts of custom fields and parameters and even automation, which we'll talk about later. Paige, one of the things that I would love to see from you is your bio link. What does the video look like for your bio link? How do you record that? And then how do you place it, for example, on Instagram?
Well, this one's not going to be real estate specific, so maybe I come back to this one next week. My bio link is actually behind the scenes of why Dubb is awesome. So it's a little bit out of context here. But the bio link, what he's talking about, can be found inside of your dashboard. And it's right here. So it's a really nice dubb.com/URL that you can use any place you want. I actually wanted to say something really quickly because I did see a lot of ones coming into the chat for people who are using other CRMs. It's really nice to always have a backup of your contact database. And one of the benefits of additionally adding your contacts into Dubb is that you will see the analytics. It'll tell you, Bob Smith watched this particular video. So it's really nice to have those contacts in multiple places. And if you guys need more help, like sort of tech troubleshooting that, just let me know. You can reach out to me. But yes, maybe we could go into the bio link next week, Ruben.
That sounds great.
There was one more thing I wanted to mention because you guys are on the go. You're on your phone. Did you mention it might be iPhone only, but if you're in your actual SMS and you're texting with a prospect or a client, you can actually on iPhone. have you shown that off lately?
The iMessage extension. No, we didn't show it today, but yeah, go ahead.
That is really great. So if I don't know if I don't have a spot where I can share. That's not it. That's not a message to somebody. Here we go. Wait, Stripe notification code. That won't even matter. But on the bottom here, can you guys see me? Can you see that?
Yes.
There are all these little things. So I've got a Dubb D. And when I click on that, it's going to show me all my latest videos, including the one that I just recorded. So is this Apple only? Is this iPhone only?
Yeah. That's the iMessage extension specifically.
It is super cool. So
yeah,
I think that what you've learned here today is that you should just switch to Apple.
No, we love both, and we build for both. We are truly agnostic. Once again, here's Android and here's iPhone. So it's a marriage.
Can I get a little sense for what did you find today valuable? Was this useful? So maybe put your feedback in your.
If you notice if you are on iPhone, the iMessage extension is not going to be listed. So to see the iMessage extensions, just open up your SMS app, your native iPhone SMS app where you send messages. It's called iMessage. And then you'll see below the little text input field, you'll see a bunch of icons, right? You'll see the little App Store icon and maybe YouTube and a couple others. If you have the Dubb mobile app and you're signed in, scroll to the right and you will actually be able to see that, and you can hold it and then you can move it. So let me kind of show you what that looks like. Darius, let me use your tip. So here's the apps. And then if you notice, I can scroll all of these. And then at the end, somewhere is Dubb. And if I want to select that, I hold it down and then I can drag and drop it so that it appears within the first couple of icons. So that and the use case for this, just so everyone is clear, when you're sending a message, you want to add an actionable Dubb video page to that SMS message. And that is how you can do so.
This is great. I wanted to acknowledge a few people who comments in the chat. Matt says, looking forward to next week, ready for more advanced features. Me too. I'm excited to get into some of the workflow automations. Jason says, yes, this was useful. Great to see how you're using this for real estate. And we've got even more coming. Terry says that last piece on the SMS was amazing. It's the small things. I know there's so many features. I've called Dubb a Swiss Army knife, and you kind of like pull one little thing out at a time, right? And you're like, I didn't even know it had that little thingy in there. So we plan on bringing you guys at least highlighting several features each week in these workshops. And then great stuff for those just starting out are their advanced classes. Please send feedback. I don't know how we want to do the feedback loop, Ruben, but let us know what you want to see, because sometimes even showing off the advanced stuff that other people are not ready for yet can trigger some smart ideas for them to build it in the future. So we would love to. And then Pete, helpful, excited to learn how to leverage this resource better. Awesome. You guys, thank you so much for your time and attention.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a couple of things that we can talk about next week. This is going to be a recurring live immersive workshop. So we're going to keep talking about stuff like this. Some of the things that I'd like to talk about next week are, number one, how you can use the Dubb desktop app to record videos for social media. Okay, so picture one of those social media posts that you see on Instagram Reel or TikTok or Facebook or one of those, and it's a talking head inside of an article. So here's the article that talks about the real estate prices in a certain community, and then sure enough, there's someone's head in it, a little feed of their video. And then they're talking about the article and why it's relevant for their specific target audience. Those types of videos are extremely informative, and they're very, very, very easy to record. And just so for the pro users here, it's the Dubb desktop app, custom screen size for the canvas, and then recording a little sliver of a browser. That's just a teaser. We will talk about that next week. Social bio link. Let's monetize our social posts. Rob, what else you got for us?
I would say that the biggest thing, those two things are huge, because we do that a lot already. Our social stuff that we do, we're big on repurposing. So really think about too, YouTube, if you got a YouTube channel, out there, really leaning into the content that you have there, and realize that when you make a video, you can repurpose. So repurposing is probably one of the biggest things you can do in terms of being efficient and getting your message out there.
Yeah. So next week, we'll talk about how to use Dubb to empower your YouTube and your social accounts. You guys, Paige is a pro coach. She has an amazing offer for you guys. If you guys want to have a done for you situation, reach out to Paige. Put 1 in the comments if you'd like to connect with Paige. She's got such an amazing program. She's such a pro at all this stuff. Put a 1 in there. You can connect with her. You can meet. She'll give you a discovery. Paige, take it away. What do you got for us?
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds good. I would love to connect with each and every one of you. I loved the question here of, can I share the checklist that I had? Absolutely. I'm going to share that. And on the bottom of this doc, there's my email address, so you can reach out to me. And I'm also going to grab a screenshot of the chat here, and I'll reach out to you as well, and we'll just connect and see how I can best support you. So everything from done for you to more stuff like this, more advanced ninja moves and everything. So I'm a huge Dubb fan, and I love, love, love real estate and the work that you guys do for placemaking in cities. So really nice to meet you all. This is wonderful.
Nice.
I think that's it for now. I'm gonna continue to improve that document I wanted to mention on the checklist. Originally, it was linked to all the unique tutorials that were inside of our paid members area. So I knew that those were going to be broken links for you. So I've removed those, and I'm working on the process of relinking them. But you're getting a link to a live doc. So as I update it, you'll be seeing the fresh version as well.
And then if anyone needs any technical support, you guys know we are here 5 days a week for live training at 10 a.m. Pacific every weekday. So if you need support technically, please either jump in that chat, a little green bubble in the bottom right, 15 minutes or less chat support there. We're really great. Or come to speak to me or Rob at the live training every weekday at 10 a.m. Pacific. So if you're stuck in a camera, you're something's not working, or you just want to talk to someone a lot live, right? We're humans. Every single weekday at 10 a.m. we can support you there as well.
There it is. Dubb.com/T as in training. This is actually another sneak peek that I'll give you. This is a user's account, Tom Hernandez, based in Los Angeles. This is his account, and I've just selected the tag here on evergreen videos. So one of the videos that we recorded today was the calendar booking video, where it basically says, click on the button below to book a time in my calendar. But there's actually, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 evergreen videos that we are going to recommend for you guys. We don't want to do this all in one shot. We're going to sort of build you up. You know, one of them is your business card video. If you can take a look at my video feed, you can put a QR code generated from Dubb on your business card, or in an open house flyer, or in any type of print material on a park bench, on a billboard. QR codes are automatically generated on all videos in Dubb. In real estate, that is huge. Anyone that's doing anything print related, it's huge. We'll talk about that next week. You know, your open house videos, your team intro videos. This video is imported from YouTube. Asking for referrals, asking for reviews on Yelp, on Zillow, on Google, asking for video testimonials. We love video testimonials. In fact, if there's anyone in the audience that would like to give us a video testimonial, please put one in the chat, or a review. Please put one, and we'd love to follow up with you, because that means the world to us. It's the best compliment that you can give us. Calendar booking, social bio link, the team intro video, a house tour, a one-to-one message. So much more stuff, guys. Thank you so much for joining. It's 12 o'clock. It's not snowing in Los Angeles, Rob.
No, it's not. It's so disappointing. I really wanted to see some snow.
Any questions? I'm here. I'm going to stick around for a couple of minutes if anyone wants to hang out.
Thanks, Paige. All right. Yeah, so everyone wants the recording. I'm just scrolling through, see if there's any other questions. The workshop recording, yes, all these will be delivered to you. Eddie has a bushel of apples. Good.
Darius, you know what we should do? We should use the Dubb Zoom app and play your tutorial video for Gmail.
All right.
Like as the last thing, so it gets embedded in. That's
Nice.
another thing we should. We didn't even mention that, the Dubb Zoom app.
Right,
I mean,
right.
You know, how cool would it be? You meet your client in Zoom, and then you show your house tour in the Zoom meeting.
Let me
Right?
in my app real quick, and I will.
Or
display-
what's another use case in Zoom? I mean, I'm just curious how many real estate agents are using Zoom to connect with clients. I mean, if anyone's still around, put the word Zoom in the chat if you guys use Zoom for prospecting or to meet with a client, or people using that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so David's using it. I mean, Zoom every day. Grab the Dubb Zoom app. It's free. Just grab it. You can play videos. My best use cases for the Dubb Zoom app are playing testimonial videos that you've captured using the Dubb reply with video feature. We should do a whole workshop on that, because I mean, that's just money in the bank. Number 2 is a house tour specific for, a specific client, like a buyer or seller, or I should say a buyer. What else? Number 3 is, I don't know, a team intro video. So many different use cases, Yeah, Google Meet. Yeah. I don't know if we could get an app in the Google Meet store. Is there any other questions that people have while we're kind of hanging out? Can you shoot horizontal and use same video vertical? No, Robert, you should only pick one size. Pick horizontal, square, or vertical, because you're going to have a lot of black bars, and it's not going to look good. So pick a size. Square is easy. It's universal. When I do personalized videos, I like doing vertical portrait. When I do YouTube videos or maybe a landing page video, I like to go more horizontal. One kind of random question that I'd love to ask people who are still in the room is, who's suffering from video phobia? Who's had a challenging time clicking record? Rob is an unbelievable video coach. I mean, I've learned a ton from Rob on how to speak more casually, more naturally, how to use the teleprompter. I was absolutely against the teleprompter. And I was kicking and screaming when we were building it. I was like, no, we have to be authentic. Dubb is an authentic video platform. And I kind of realized that, Rob, maybe you could speak to that. I mean, the writing sort of liberates you.
Yeah, if you're making your own videos and you're controlling your own narrative, like you're not part of a large team that has scripts handed down to your sales team. If you're writing stuff yourself, remember that's still coming from you. Like when you're sitting and writing, it is your own voice. So think about when you're writing something, write it in terms of how you would speak. If I was writing a teleprompter script, how I would say it is, hey, I'm going to show you this home. No, I'm going to show you this home. I write Gonna in the script. I'm gonna show you this home. That's how I naturally speak. So when you write these scripts, think about your own voice, think about what you want to say. All the teleprompter is doing is just liberating you from the fact that if you don't have it memorized, it lets you ease into it. I mean, if you watch news anchors every day, there's no way they could memorize the news of the day every single day. And all they're doing is speaking directly into the camera. They're being themselves, and they're letting their personality come through with the certain sentences that they say. There's emphasis for everything. You know, it's all about the words. So take the time, write your script, practice it a few times, and then let the technology just let you say it efficiently. Because a lot of the times, if you don't have it memorized, you're going to spend a lot of time shooting it. And that's okay. You know, it's okay to do that. But if you really, really want to lean into the tech to help you be more you, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it's totally true. Then lean into writing this stuff yourself, write it how you speak, and use the technology when you're using the either the mobile app or the Chrome extension or the desktop, you know, or anything. Just get used to speaking to the camera and really being efficient with your words. And that starts with writing, in my opinion.
Yep. Writing and practice. Yeah. Make sure you guys practice in the camera, practice in Dubb before you're going to send it to anyone. Just practice some videos for yourself. Like RuPaul, I know we were working together. You got some videos. Send me a video. It's been a while. So get some practice in there. I don't mean to call you out, but yeah, no, you're a great communicator. And I know we got to get you over your phobia, because once you get out there, I know you're going to get some great responses. So.
Yeah, and the key, like Darius said, like send it. You know, we're all send it to us. Pretend we're prospects. Send us a video. You know, it's no problem giving you feedback. Hey, how was the lighting? How was your cadence? How was all that? We want you to be the best you can. Like, you know, a lot of the times we don't want people subscribing to Dubb and not leaning into the videos. You've got to make these videos. That's the whole point, and we're here to help you. So
right.
Yeah.
So one of the things I was going to show real quick is I just recorded this video right here, and if you click on the 3 dots, you can actually get the QR code. So here's the QR code. I don't know if that's visible, Darius.
It is. Yep.
Okay, that's the QR code. So here is my ask for you guys. If you could scan this QR code, we'd love to get a video testimonial from you. Does that work, guys? I'm going to hold my hand.
I'm going to check. I don't know if it works or not. We check.
Can you, Rob, can you try to, someone scan that and see if it works?
Yeah. You just got to
It
get
works.
really close.
Yep.
Yeah, scan that. And you guys, it would mean the world to us to leave a video testimonial for us. You know, this is how we build our business. The way that we market our business is how we want you guys to market your business. So don't listen to what we're saying. Listen to what we're doing. And if we just recorded a video asking for a video testimonial and asking for reviews and then showed a QR code, yes, we're asking you to do that, but also light up in your mind that you should also be doing this for your business. Rupal, I wanted to share a quick story with you on how I used to be video phobic. And I remember it was very challenging for me because I sort of wanted to become someone else. I wanted to come off as, I don't know, Gary Vaynerchuk or some influencer that I saw on the internet. And I realized that it was just not authentic. It was not natural. Nothing was coming out. I was trying to, you know, preach to people and tell them how to do stuff, and nothing was good about it. Nothing was humble about it. And I realized that I just needed to record a lot of videos, right? So I recorded about 100 videos. I remember at my old place where I used to play a little basketball with some friends, I used to record videos walking around the basketball court and just record. And I realized after about the 50th video where I recorded them and deleted them because I had nowhere to put them. I wasn't going to put them on social media. I realized that all of a sudden I started to get over the confidence hurdle. You know, one time someone told me when I was young, hey, you stutter a lot when you talk. Someone said that to me once. Hey, you look funny on camera. Hey, your voice sounds a little funny. You sound like a radio guy, or you sound like this. And all these voices are in our heads about stuff that people have said to us in the past. A lot of those things are just adult or childhood trauma that we just need to let go, because the reason why people say those things to us is because they're probably not in a good place and they might be envious or whatever. And it's really none of our business. We don't really care. We should do what's important to us and what's important to our clients and how we stay on our purpose. So we have a duty. We have a fiduciary of duty. Rob, what do you always say? It's a dereliction of duty in our business to not get comfortable on video. And the only way to do that is through repetition. Like what Larry Bird did on the court.
Well, you know, we just did a Rev Show video, a YouTube show that Ruben and I do on YouTube, and it's called Limiting Beliefs. You know, getting rid of your limiting beliefs. So I'll put it in the chat here, and you guys can check it out. You know, it's really about moving past things that maybe you've heard about yourself in the past, you've thought about yourself, and opening yourself up to the possibilities of when you're looking forward of not believing that stuff that was said to you. You know, it's not about, you know, you can get a perception is reality kind of thing going on when you think, and that's not the true reality. So lean into the power of positive, lean into the people around you. You know what I mean? Like send them a video, ask for their feedback. Like I said, send it to us, lean into the people that want to help you. And that's something that we're really big on. So Darius mentioned the training every day, Monday through Friday. I mean, we're here. You want to pop in, you know, for the tech stuff, cool. That's what's amazing about the training. Darius does all this stuff. That's why we call him the Oracle. But, you know, if you also want to pop in just to say, hey guys, listen, I just wanted your advice on, I'm feeling a little shy or whatever, pop in there. It's for everything. So ask us what you'd like to ask us.
I like Matt's piece there. Everybody looks funny. Stop caring. It's exactly that. Like you're, especially in real estate, you're going to meet your clients. You're going to go shake their hand at some point in person, right? Maybe not. Maybe you have some remote client every once in a while. They're going to see you. They're going to hear you. So we were going to get over that part because they're going to see us anyways. So yeah, cool. All right. I gotta take off here, Ruben. Anything else?
No, I'm good, guys. If you want to earn recurring commission with Dubb by sharing our link out, it automatically can send in your Dubb videos. Join the Dubb partner program. I'm just going to share my screen really quickly and show where that is. It's just on it's on the right side of your dashboard. Just click apply now and it'll automatically activate. We pay out through PayPal. It's very, very powerful. We use a third-party technology called Partner Stack, and Ina manages that program, and it's very, very effective. So just a little sneak peek on that right here in this partner section. Click the apply now button. It takes like literally 10 seconds to activate it, and it's all good and ready to rock. Thank you guys so much. See you guys next week.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Guys, see you next time.
Bye,
Thanks.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.